Welcome back, Hodlers. Welcome to a Friday, TGIF. Oh, I cannot tell you how happy I am that it is Friday. We are going to get right into the news. The first bit of news here is Brazil. 48% of Brazilians, I'll go back up to the article, half of Brazilians, almost half, want to make Bitcoin official, make it legal tender, just like El Salvador. So 48% of Brazilians, according to a poll, so obviously the poll is taking a smaller chunk and kind of equating that to the larger population, but they say roughly 48% of Brazilians would advocate for Bitcoin becoming legal tender, similar to what El Salvador has done, which is massive. And Brazil is no small player in the global scheme of things. They have a huge population. Their economy is fairly large, so of course it would not be bearish to see them come on the scene. It would be far bullish. Now, they have just released their Bitcoin ETF back in March, right behind good old Canada, so they have done more and more steps to get to that kind of Bitcoin adoption. But they did survey whether or not these people would kind of be likely to advocate for Bitcoin to be a legal tender. Now, meanwhile, in the United States, they surveyed the United States, and I believe the survey was 4,900 people. Yeah, 4,900 U.S. People. So 27% of Americans would approve of making Bitcoin legal tender in the United States. I think this is bullish. I think this is hugely bullish considering how many ignorant people we have in the modern, like, northern world, you know, like America, Canada, England. I feel like there's a lot of ignorance up there, you know what I mean? I'm part of it, trust me. But I think 27% is a massive number that would at least slightly or somewhat support Bitcoin becoming legal tender. Maybe not all strongly support, but still a good portion supporting Bitcoin one and the same, which is hugely bullish for Bitcoin. Now, you could be asking, because Bitcoin is on a downtrend, what are our signals here that Bitcoin isn't going to go further down, which is something that I'm sure everyone's concerned about. Well, BlackRock executive believes Bitcoin price could rise significantly. So who is this guy? Rick Ryder, CIO, Chief Investment Officer of BlackRock. Who is this guy? Who's BlackRock? BlackRock is a company that basically owns everything. They have $9.49 trillion in assets. Yeah, you heard me right. That is almost the market cap of gold in their portfolio. A massive amount of money under management by this one guy. And this one guy on Thursday came on to Squawk Box and said that he holds Bitcoin and believes that the price is going to go up significantly. Again, guys, this is about the smart money. Where are they going? Where are they putting their bet? And they're putting their bet on long-term Bitcoin. I get it. I get that you're upset that you're not rich tomorrow. I totally understand it. Hell, I want a Lambo too. I totally want a nice mansion. I want a great life for everyone, right? But at the same time, this isn't about investing for tomorrow. This is about investing for the future, where we're going to go in the future, which I think Bitcoin is going to incredibly increase over the next coming 10 years within this decade and the next decade. I think it's going to be massive, especially with how unstable our economy feels, at least. And maybe I'm a little bit too bearish on our current economy. Maybe it's rock solid and I'm just being chicken little. But I do think that this is incredibly bullish because you see where the smart money is going. And again, BlackRock owns basically everything. They have their hands in almost every single market. So if they're investing in Bitcoin and if they're bullish on blockchain technology, then I'm bullish too, damn it. In terms of where we are in exchanges, so let's take a look at this chart here. This is the Bitcoin's all exchange reserves. So this is the reserves of all the trading exchanges, and we can kind of see this Wyckoff distribution way up here. We've referenced this so many times. We had this big sell-off event, right? And we loaded up Bitcoin onto the exchanges, mainly because they were cashing out. People were cashing out in stablecoin. So basically making that huge sell-off, and we should have seen that kind of coming here when we were moving up, and we kept seeing this sell-off and the exchanges keep going higher. Well, the opposite is now happening because we see the price go up, and we're going down. So our reserves in exchanges are going down. Eventually, we could hit a supply shock. Now, what's happening right now, as of September 2nd, so this isn't currently, but as of September 2nd, when the price of Bitcoin was going down, people weren't selling. People weren't liquidating their Bitcoin while they were being liquidated out of their positions. Sorry, I'll take that there for you. So again, they're going down, or the price is going down and the reserve is going down, which tells me people are buying up Bitcoin, taking it off exchanges. Exactly what's happening here. So again, another signal that people are buying Bitcoin, buying this dip. Now, I'm not buying the dip, but big investment firms would be looking at this dip as a big juicy dip to pick up some more Bitcoin. Cardano adds over 200,000 new staking addresses in 3 months, which again, this is in preparation for Alonzo. A lot of people are buying Cardano for the hype, getting ready for the new Alonzo push, and this is good. Everyone's making their bets before Alonzo comes, I believe here on Sunday. Yes, on Sunday. September 12th is when Cardano is set to launch Alonzo, which is going to be, again, hugely bullish to have smart contracts. We could be able to see an ecosystem similar to Polkadot, Solana, a bunch of other smart contract blockchains that have come before Cardano. So I'm super excited to see where this is going to go. I'm super excited to start playing around with my ADA in different dApps and everything else. So we'll be seeing where we're going. I don't know if I'm going to dip my toes into NFTs. We'll see. Maybe I'll throw away some money. But we'll see what happens. But all in all, bullish for Cardano. And again, Cardano is set for that Alonzo hard fork, bringing in smart contracts and NFTs. So we will see what this comes into play, or where this exactly is going to kind of bring us. Now, the Australian managing director of Kraken had actually said Cardano is a platform that has a lot of hype because I don't think it's necessarily got the adoption that some other blockchain networks have, which is kind of true, but I think this is more because of the capabilities of the blockchain. And this upgrade will make it more useful. And again, this is true. It'll be making it hugely useful and be able to make us actually have dApps on the system and not just be a blockchain. So where this could go is going to be massive, having smart contracts on Cardano. We see what's happening on Solana. We see what's happening on Ethereum. We see what's happening on Polkadot, KSM. All of those networks, smart contracts is obviously going to bring a lot of activity to the network, and Cardano is already a big platform without even having smart contracts. So just think of how much Cardano can grow in the near term. Bitcoin is currently fighting with our 200-day moving average. We could, of course, break down below our 200-day and then fight with that. I do think, because a lot of people thought we were hitting market peak soon, and I mean, like, again, we could, but I do think Bitcoin is just going to kind of trade level, fight with the 200-day for a little bit, kick the can down the road until finally it can pick up its market cycle and become bullish again sometime into the new year, maybe in the winter here this year. But most likely, I'm guessing sometime in 2022, most likely early 2022, we will see Bitcoin pick up. We do at least have to get through this month because, this month is kind of a bad month. And so far, it's kind of proven it over the last couple of days. We've seen that retracement. But if we take a look at our monthly, I don't believe that we're 2 in the red. No, we aren't. We are not 2 in the red. Because if you look at the last 2 months that we've had 2 incredible candles, a huge move up, and we haven't really lost all that much. So looking at everything, right? The supply shock, there's less Bitcoin on exchanges. BlackRock is buying more Bitcoin. Their chief investment officer is saying Bitcoin is going to increase significantly. You see all these crazy things happening on all these other blockchains. We have ADA, we have Solana that we talked about yesterday. Solana is actually down to 178. And again, I was talking about waiting for that pullback, and I'm not buying right now. But if we take a look at the daily, we can still see that we are still in our overbought area. And if we do get a kind of downwards trend, we could be looking pretty good. Now, some people are saying that this resembles a bull flag. I mean, sure, maybe, I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Again, this is why I say that I'm dollar cost averaging in right now. I'm not dropping a huge amount of money in. For now, I'm just dollar cost averaging, DCAing until I get a bigger drop. And that way, if I don't get a bigger drop, at least I'm going with it. And if I do get a bigger drop, I'm not going to be upset that I just lost a bunch of money. So that's my strategy on Solana. But like I said, in terms of Bitcoin, we are still okay. The market is still healthy. The crypto market is almost at $2.1 trillion, over $2 trillion. And again, last time it was over $2 trillion. Bitcoin was at a much higher price, roughly around the 60,000 or high 50,000 mark. So right now we're just kind of fighting in the range that we are. I said before that as long as Bitcoin is below 52,000, we can't be bullish yet. Cannot be bullish yet, but we are fighting on that 200-day, which hopefully will act as a line of support. But if we do go below it, I'm not overly concerned. Again, to bring in a bigger perspective, Bitcoin is still way above our 50-week moving average. We've talked about our 50-week numerous times, why it's a good idea to buy at the 50-week. We're still so far away from it. So there's this huge gap that we have. I don't suspect that we're going to retest our 50-week. I mean, we always could. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It has a probability. It's way more probable than, say, testing a 100-week or something like that. So it's possible. Are we going to go below it? I mean, if we didn't go below it here, in this area, we're not going to go below it here. I don't think so. I think at this point we still remain bullish. We don't have any of the indicators saying that we should be bearish like we had up here. This isn't like a bull trap or anything. At this point, this is probably a nice dip for some people to kind of take advantage of. Of course, I'm not buying because I was DCAing all down in this little ridge here, and now have ridden up here for a nice juicy gain in Bitcoin and Ethereum. But that's it for me. Hopefully this video helped you kind of navigate through this dip. Hopefully you're not too freaked out. If this video did help you, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content, and of course, happy hodling.